Man, what is good with TFF back in the cut? And as y'all can see today, we're going over our season stats. Simple. I just wanted to give y'all a little better understanding of where I've been over the past 6 months, and it has not been going to waste. I promise you that. Today, we're going to be going over overall stats. We're going to be over conference stats, and really just how I've improved as a player over the past year, 2 years. Y'all have seen my journey from 24-8 league, getting buckets up to now. I'm a top 5 scorer in the nation, the whole nation, all college basketball. Not too many people can say that. You see my name is up here with AJ Dabansa, number 1 overall pick, PJ Haggerty. I'm right up there with him. Tony Frohlich-Fair, man, TFF teachings. So beautiful to see. And if we want to go even further than that, we can go to NAI stats. We can go to leaders. So before was all of college basketball. Now is NAI. So this is the level that I play at. As you can see on the left-hand side, Tony Frohlich-Fair right there. You feel me? And so it's just a blessing to see. And I really eventually want to get to a point where we're doing not only statistical breakdowns, but film breakdowns. So if you guys would like to know how I was able to get to that point of being a top 5 scorer from being somebody who had only averaged about 12 to 15 points was the most I had averaged at any school prior to this, including my JUCOs. So if you really want to understand how I was able to change my mentality, you should look at TFF teachings, man. That's all I can say. Like, it's really a beautiful thing. I mean, just understanding that nothing can really get in your way unless you allow it to. So for me, an example, a lot of the times I would come out, I would have a lot of people trying to either double or trying to get the ball out of my hand. So how was I best able to kind of counteract that? And I would say that was because it was required, in a sense, to foul me. When you are able to stay in front of somebody, it is very difficult to stop them. So right now in the country, I'm second in free throw attempts in the whole country for conference play. So conference rank, conference total. I have 170 free throws in conference. So now you might be saying, oh, why does he only have 180 free throws? That is because it doesn't count a lot of my other games. So if we were to go to here, and we can go to Tony Frohlich-Fair, and we can go to cumulative box, and we can go, okay, how many free throws did I have? Free throws attempted, 205. So right now you might be saying, oh, he's 16th in the country for free throws. But what you don't understand is in a lot of our games, so we had, I think, 8 exhibitions or 8 games that don't count, quote unquote, and they include Portland State, St. Martin's University, Idaho, Seattle Pacific, Central Washington, and hold on, I might need to see the other one. I'm trying to think. But overall, just an amazing schedule. Alaska, Anchorage, so neither of these counted but I mean, that would even propel me up farther because I think I had about 15 or so each of those games. And so, I mean, yeah, Portland State, Seattle Pacific, Pacific Lutheran, Central Washington, University of Idaho. So a really good, comprehensive, and then this Montana Western and Benedictine Mesa are 2 really, really good NAI teams. So really good competition overall for the whole year. So really thankful for that. I would say just overall understanding that if I'm able to get to the free throw line 20% of the time when I shoot the ball, it really helps. And what also helped is I'm tied for number 1 in the country for and ones. How about 6% chance of getting an and one when I get fouled? And just overall, percent of the fouls are shooting fouls, 16.6%. Just really 155 rebounds, so we hit 500 rebounds for the career. We rebound the basketball. There we go. That's all good. Just saw that actually earlier that we hit 500. So we got 1,000 points, 500 rebounds, and I think, I don't know, like 250 assists or so. So overall, not too bad I think I'm at, if I have 600, and I'm at almost 1,300 points for my career for college basketball. So it can't be too mad. I think I had, before this season, 725 points total, and I have 643 points this season. So, man, just really, really thankful really, really thankful. That was kind of the conclusion that I came to every single game. Was just I'm extremely thankful to be in this position to have the opportunity to play the game that's been so crucial, so important to me in my life. Just really, really thankful. And I mean, yeah, made it through the year healthy. I think that was a big thing for me as I was playing. Hold on, I can look. We're just going through minutes or whatever. I was playing. I played a total of 768 minutes, and so, that's I definitely played more than that at some point because that's not counting the other few games that we played. But yeah, 768 minutes or so, probably closer to 800 to 900 minutes, and was able to stay relatively healthy throughout all of these minutes. I think this is really from the prior work that me and John had did. My guy at Verity Movement, shout out to him, got me right. We put 16 weeks worth of time in at the track this past summer, spring. And then also I was able to go in there like 4 to 5 days a week, and we would get lifting in, we would get recovery in using that sled, using the plyometrics, using a lot of just basic stuff that kind of became routine. So it was like, let's say we go, and he kind of really put this into perspective for me. And it's like, let's say I go an hour a day every single day and just do basic stuff just to keep myself correct. If I do that over a course of 6 months, that's 180 days. That's 180 hours that my competition is not putting in. So it was just a matter of living better than my competition, living better than the others that were in front of me. So if I know I'm going into games at home with a steak and pasta, I know I ate better than you that day. I know that. Therefore, I'm going to perform better than you. It's inevitable. So a lot of the things that I like to really represent are things that are inevitable, things that are inevitable outcome. That's the best way I can describe it. Something that is so constant, you put so much work into this that is inevitable for it to happen. Me and John, this success was built last year. As soon as I sent the text to John, hey, I'm trying to improve on this and this and this, all of that stuff started now. So I just really wanted to showcase that for everybody, that it's nothing. Obviously, physically, I've improved. I've gained muscle. I've gained mass. But overall, it was really the mental side of the game. And so that's why I'm really trying to start to project this stuff, because it's really just the mental side. And a lot of people are forgetting that. It's really easy. Not easy, but it's really simple. All the main things that you have, most hard things or most difficult things are easily solved when you keep it simple. So everybody wants to say, oh, how do I do this? How do I do that? Well, I want to try to be a top 10 scorer. I want to try to be all American. I want to try to be all conference. I want to try, but there's no try. There is just do. I tell my peoples this all the time. Me and my girl, we talk about this all the time. There is no try. There is just do. So just really remembering that everything that I'm doing is staying within my nature, and appreciating the fact that I have the opportunity to be within this system. So I read a book called Hidden Habits of Genius, and it really explains how you must have an environment that cultivates your growth, your success, your genius, in a sense, because we all have some sort of genius. So where is your culture? What is your culture that can cultivate that for you? I've been extremely blessed over the past year to 2 years to have multiple environments that have been extremely beneficial to my growth. And so just finding these environments, finding like-minded people with the same path as you or with the same goals is extremely critical. So you can be with your old friends, you can be with people that are trying to do certain things, but unless they're really having the same goals as you, it's a deterrence. It's a negative in your life, and it's not within your nature. It's not within your nature to try to carry people along, try to carry people to your success. It's within your nature to worry about your success, because then everybody else in the environment, in the community, should be worrying about their nature as well. And if one rises within their nature, that means that everybody can rise within their nature, because we all play a critical part within this world. We all play a critical role, just like a basketball team. Just like how if somebody's not carrying their weight, or you have a toxic mentality on your basketball team or any team, if you have toxic personalities or toxic traits within your life that you're holding on to, those things will hold you back all the time. And really understanding what is valuable to you. So if that means you only have 5 to 10 people that you talk to, if you only hang out with a certain group of people, if you only listen to a certain type of music. Like for me, a great example, I really enjoy listening to jazz music. I took a jazz history class when I was back in my junior college at Edmonds College. And since then, I've really been a fan of jazz, not for the music per se, but for how the rhythm is, how calm it is, how connected it is. It allows for me to stay grounded, to stay focused throughout whatever I'm doing. So if I feel like something's getting out the way for me, I'm going to listen to some cool jazz music, and it's going to help to recenter me. So finding things that center ourselves, especially within the game. So for me, a lot of the times, especially at halftime, it was like if I had a bad first half prior to this year, I'm thinking, the game's bad. It's a wash. Like, it's over. But this year, I was able to really make a gauge, or I was really able to make a mental change within myself that allowed for me to not have to do this. So, the prime example is against, let's look, against University of Idaho. So, I ended with, I think, 16 points, and I went 6 for 6 in the second half. So for me, knowing that I ended the game well, that I was able to end the game well, it really made it so I had the utmost confidence. So the first half, I think I went 0 for 2 or 0 for 3, and then the second half, I came out and went 6 for 6. And that was because I gave myself the time mentally to stay focused, to stay prepared, to not allow external outside noise, white noise, to get in my ear. And I really was able just to play my game. So just little things like this, little takeaways, little keys, little gems of knowledge to help you hopefully get to wherever your goals are. My goal was to be a top 5 scorer. My goal was to be an All-American. I don't think that'll happen this year just based off of our team. But at the end of the day, I did what my goals. My goals were to rewrite the history books, to get in to make a name for myself at school. I wanted to make history. So I was able to do that. Second all-time for points per game. I don't know if they probably haven't updated it yet. Let's look. So I'm single season. You feel me? So I don't know if I'll get any of that. Single season. So right now, points, I'm like second, third for that. I don't know if they have. Oh, yeah, they have points in the game. Oh, they don't got me. I'm right here. I'm number 10 for that. This dude was going crazy. Nathan Menifee. I should have. Yeah, this dude is different. I'm not gonna lie. Individual single season top 10 list. I should be on here a decent amount. I'm not gonna lie. Like, probably not updated, but like, I think I'm right over a top 5. I'm number 2. Probably top 10 or so. I didn't shoot that many shots, and that's really the craziest part is like people didn't even really want to see me. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get into all that. There's a lot more to the story that hasn't been shared, but I'm just gonna kind of keep it for what it is, and that'll be something that just discuss at a later day. I'm really thankful for every opportunity that was given to me. Extremely thankful, extremely blessed, extremely excited for what doors are coming next, what doors are going to open next for me, whether that's basketball, whether that's life, whatever that may be. Just knowing that I really lived within my nature the past year and a half, and I'm really excited to start sharing that more with y'all. In terms of the basketball content, your boy got up to the mountain to snowboard, so hopefully just finding other things. That's the end of the video, but this really what I wanted to say. It's probably gonna be the most important thing I say in the video. But finding things that you love to do outside of basketball, finding things that you enjoy that really allow you to be present within every moment. So for me, it's the mountain. If I'm on the board, you have to be present during runs. It's the only option. If you're not thinking about what's right in front of you, then you're probably gonna fall. You're probably gonna bust your ass. So just remembering that every single day, finding things that are outside of basketball, finding things that are in your life that you really enjoy, that you really appreciate, is going to take you so much farther than really any amount of reps. Like obviously you got Kobe or stuff like that, but it's like at the end of the day, he knew who he was outside of basketball. So just remembering that, remember to find yourself outside of basketball, remember to be yourself, to live within your nature, and to be in an environment that allows you to cultivate and grow and produce. And yeah, I really appreciate y'all. First video back, dropping soon. Y'all gonna figure it out. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna start being way more consistent. Shout out to Strizzy Report. I'm back. I really appreciate y'all. Everybody, TFF, I'm gone. Wow.